Okay, so this time around we've got a Kestrel, so another member of the falcon family. Very good. You get to compare the Merlin a little bit if you can remember that. This is a female Kestrel, American Kestrel. Again, you can see some of the classic falcon features. You see the wing is very similar, very pointy and narrow. Okay. It's got a very hooked beak, large eyes. You can see that curve on the beak. And as I was saying earlier, these birds are predominantly insect eaters in the summer. You'll see them here hunting crickets in the fields. They'll catch and eat dragonflies. I sat in the bird blind last year for 3 days. There was a migrating female that showed up, and she spent all day, every day, eating nothing but praying mantises. I had no idea, and she got them all within 50 feet of my blind, so there must have been 100 there that I never even knew were there. But she'd fly down from the pole, grab a praying mantis, come back up, tear it apart, fly down again. She would do that. She did that all day long for 3 days. I walked out there and looked in the field. I said, "Where are all these praying mantises?" I couldn't find them, but she was finding them as easily as she could think about it. She was finding them. So, in the Kestrel species, the males and females differ in color, but they basically don't differ in size. They're approximately the same size. The male Kestrel would be slightly different. Has a little bit of a hood. I should have pointed out on the Merlins, there's a slight hint of a mustache around the bill. But you can see when you look at these Kestrels, they have a very distinctive sort of mustache around the bill. Male Merlin will have a solid rufous-colored patch on his tail instead of all of this bar. And, it's kind of a difficult, or I shouldn't say difficult, but it's a little more complicated aging Kestrels, unless there's a lot of obvious molds or something in them. But believe it or not, you can see this. There's a number of dark bands on this tail, and the second last band is called a subterminal band. And the width of that band can be used to determine the age of the Kestrel. And so that's just one part of it. That combined with feather mold and body mold. But this is a hatching year Kestrel right here. Another bird of the year. Another finding that we have from all of our research is that I think something like 98% of the birds we catch are immature. So you get a lot of immature birds migrating through here. And the adults, one theory is that they do learn to sort of hold their own and stay closer to the west on the ridgelines and things like that. But we get a lot of immatures. And let's see if we can open her up. These birds are biters as well. All right, here we go. There you go. So there's the pretty good camouflage.
How far south of that would go?
Just southern United States. And as you probably know, a lot of Kestrels will spend the winter right here. They don't all migrate south of here. So they migrate south of where they started, but there will be Kestrels in New Jersey during the winter, I'm sure. Maybe not a lot, but there'll be some. All right. Okay, everybody ready? We can let this guy go? Front. What's that? Probably because she's breathing. Maybe, I don't know. She's trying to figure out whether or not she wants to scream at her. Okay. Let me let her go out here in the parking lot. Yeah, he said that was all right, thank you guys.